Now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world from the Helix here in Dublin, Ireland. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The main event of the evening. 5 rounds scheduled for the vacant CWFC Lightweight Championship of the World. The 3 judges scoring this bout at cage side: Andy Sledge, Barry Oglesby, and Ben Cartledge. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mark Conor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the world is ready. Dublin, Ireland, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Weighing in 155 pounds, this bred veteran brings an outstanding professional record consisting of 21 victories and just 3 defeats. Fighting out of Slovakia, here is Ivan Buchinger! And next is the opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Also a mixed martial artist, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Weighing in officially 155 pounds, he brings 11 wins and 2 losses into the cage. He is the fighting pride, the native son of Dublin, Ireland. He is the CWFC reigning featherweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules of fighting, and you listen to me, keep yourself protected at all times. If I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's do this.
Oh, wow, Josh. It really is here. Conor McGregor back on home turf. The cage door is set. Mark Goddard will be officiating this one. Conor McGregor in the blue. Ivan Buchinger in the white.
Oh, man, I'm on the edge of the seat for this one. Immediately, Conor McGregor pushing forward, wide open. Almost karate-like stance, front kicks coming in to pushing his midsection and immediately opening up.
Conor looking so settled already. And that's that capoeira style of striking that he's been using. He's mixing everything up so nicely, really taking Buchinger by surprise.
Yeah, Buchinger had a lot of time in his last fight here on Cage Warriors to settle into the match. Conor McGregor's given him nothing here. However, has he got this grip on McGregor's neck on the way down? He's certainly trying to climb high.
Well, Buchinger's been looking exceedingly calm over the last couple of days. Eerily so. But he's going to need to have everything about him as he takes on a very dangerous Irishman in notorious Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have faced guys who want to play that gamesmanship before. You know, 21-3, extremely experienced, been around a very long time. Although he's still relatively young, to be fair to him. But, you know, Conor McGregor is trying to take it to another level here in Dublin. But Buchinger very succinctly back to his feet.
Well, Anton Kuivainen couldn't put him away. And he is a huge man with awesome power.
Well, that's it. Buchinger has been stopped once in 24 fights. And that was a freak flash 20-second KO. You know, Conor McGregor's going to have to do something to put him away here. It's not a walk in the park.
Well, he's teeing off on him at the moment. McGregor with the southpaw stance, beckoning on his foe.
Good check from McGregor.
Everything he throws is plus 80%. He's such a gentleman out of the cage, but he's a machine of destruction inside.
Nice combination from Buchinger. Outside,
that strike left was so very well executed. He's got a very good boxing style.
Buchinger throwing a few outside left low kicks, following up with jabs nicely. Wow, hand speed, I think, is the 2 words you need to know about there.
Buchinger's legs looks a tad wobbly as McGregor connected. He's chosen to drive himself up against the frame of McGregor.
One of the nice things McGregor said in a few interviews, he said, I'm not going to get him out of there in the first. It's not going to be that easy, but I've got the confidence to think I might get him out of there in the second, which is, you know, sort of a measured sense of confidence, which I rather like.
McGregor's also got a packed hall here in Dublin, right behind him, cheering on every single one of his movements, all of his twitches, in fact.
This first round was always going to be a bit of a stern test. Wow.
That's something
That is
I've never
yeah.
seen before.
Well, that was an incredible kick to the knee, and huge left hook from McGregor as Bushinger surges in.
Bushinger's walking onto the punch. That's what created it. And that left is getting through. It's like a piston spearing through the Dublin air straight onto the chin of Ivan Bushinger, and it's having a home repeatedly. How very tough is Bushinger? McGregor with a huge shot.
Wow.
Bushinger's completely out of it. What a spectacular knockout by Conor McGregor as we are bombarded with his fans around the commentary position.
Covered in rather a lot of beer as well, John.
Ivan Bushinger is in some real trouble, and Conor McGregor looks almost like a Viking. He's taken some of that Icelandic fury and brought it to the cage. It was a very well put together fight indeed, and I'm looking quite nervous as I stare up at Conor McGregor. Last time I took a knee for my troubles.
What a performance.
Faultless performance by Conor McGregor against a very seasoned opponent, a highly skilled striker and wrestler. McGregor was not troubled for 1 second. While we take a breath, let's get these replays rolling.
Hey, this fucking shit.
That's McGregor with the wrestling, shoots in on the hips, and it's a straight left. Within range, there's an uppercut, the hook, everything is thrown with such power and such crisp technique, and that is a hugely devastating hook shot. He didn't even put the whole of his body into that. He touched the chin, and Bushinger went tumbling. Let's throw it to Joe to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 3 minutes, 40 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by KO victory. And now, a 2-division CWFC World Champion, the notorious Conor McGregor! From Ireland, here is Conor McGregor!
Welcome back to Conor Notorious McGregor representing SBG. He is 9-2. Unfortunately, we couldn't get an interview with him yesterday due to the heavyweight cut. He was flown out on the morning of the weigh-in and took 3 attempts to make weight, but this guy is explosive, Josh. He will definitely make up for it.
That's an understatement, John. At featherweight, the power this guy is going to be able to generate is insane. I was having a chat to a couple of his teammates yesterday, and they said this guy hits like a middleweight. And, you know, when you can bring that kind of intensity and power at featherweight, it's a lot for anyone to handle.
Yeah, he's been working with a lot of welterweights for this. Gunnar Nelson, Carl Hendrid, Arnie Isaacson, Philip Moggs with that gym. SBG has got a whole host of talent.
Yeah, fantastic gym out there in Dublin. Of course, head coach John Kavanagh. I think the thing to note about Conor McGregor is just this guy loves to fight, and he's got that finishing instinct that's so important.
He's just recently achieved a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Doesn't really train in the gi enough to push on. Apparently, he's probably purple belt level for no gi. He looks noticeably bigger than what O'Keefe did at the weigh-ins.
And next, his opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, England's own Steve O'Keefe!
And the very popular Steve the Spartan O'Keefe is on his way down the ramp. He's representing Combat Sports Academy and has a record of 6 wins and 1 loss. This is a striker grappler contest, but McGregor is a purple belt in the no-gi jiu-jitsu, which could be quite interesting to see how Steve put together a game plan.
Yes, although we can build this as a striker grappler matchup, Steve O'Keefe does have an extensive background in some traditional martial arts like Taekwondo. He's got a very varied striking game, and he thinks his key to victory, as with a lot of his fights, is going to be his strength and conditioning routine. He believes his athleticism and just his mentality as a professional athlete is going to be the difference here tonight.
I caught up with him in the warm-up area, and he's looking for a quick finish. He wants an easy night's work, take his purse and go home. I don't blame him, Josh. I mean, the longer you're in there with someone as dangerous as McGregor, the more ability there is to get hit and knocked out.
Yeah, both guys really do have a fighter's heart. They come to really put on a show and take it to their opponents. Both of them waste no time in getting the finishes when they can. But as you say, a very good ground game from Steve O'Keefe, recently competing at the European Championships, and that's probably what he's going to have to use against a knockout artist like McGregor.
And now, fight fans, here we go. 3 rounds, featherweight action inside the cage. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. His weight 145 3/4 pounds, and he brings an outstanding record into the cage. 9 victories and just 2 defeats. He fights out of and represents Dublin, Ireland. Here is Notorious Conor McGregor. And next his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Also a mixed martial artist, he stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight 145 pounds. As a young professional, his record stands 6 victories and just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Kent, England, here is the Spartan, Steve O'Keefe. Referee in charge, Mark Conor.
So the Spartan looking to continue his win streak.
Oh, I'm so excited to see this fight, John. I've been looking forward to this one ever since it was announced.
Mark Goddard will need to stay on his toes in there. There's going to be a lot of action from these guys. The Spartan in the white shorts, Notorious in the black trunks.
High guard from McGregor, immediately opening up.
Good hands and knees from Conor McGregor.
Oh, he's catching Steve O'Keefe.
He's caught him with everything, Josh, and O'Keefe has finally managed to close the distance and clinch up.
Yeah, O'Keefe not left with any opportunity. It was either get out or get in, and in the face of that striking, really did the only thing he could and close the distance.
Spartan-like noises echo around the HMV Forum as Steve O'Keefe puts pressure against the fence and Conor McGregor.
We saw in Conor McGregor's last bout with Aaron Janssen at Cage Warriors Fight Night 2 in Jordan, he does have good takedown defense, and as soon as there is that space, he's going to look to strike. Oh, Steve O'Keefe immediately trying to climb to the back. Conor's going to use the cage to really good effect here and just shake him off.
McGregor looking very calm as O'Keefe looks to take his back.
Yep. O'Keefe perhaps worried a little in that opening exchange, but settling into his rhythm now.
We saw against Dean Riley that he worked for a head and arm triangle from this position where he twisted it down to the mat. He looks to be going for that again.
Yeah, it's good call, John, immediately trying to get that grip. You can see McGregor's going to have to be very careful not to let his frame fold. And Steve O'Keefe is squeezing for everything he's got. Oh, opting to drop low, though, immediately. Conor McGregor getting good underhooks in to defend. And again, the inside elbows coming in.
Becoming very effective this evening.
Oh, and wow, Mark Goddard noticing Steve O'Keefe was
out.
unconscious from those strikes.
He's just come back round, and Conor McGregor he's celebrating already. Steve doesn't know what has happened. That was a flash knockout. I didn't even see that one.
Wow, Conor McGregor showing, hey, you know what, I only need as much takedown defense as I need to create the space to hit you, and the kind of power that guy can generate is scary for any featherweight in this division.
Here's the opening exchanges, some really nice setups for the knees, getting his hips back out of the way so that Steve couldn't close the distance. Steve covered up very nicely and took a lot on the forearms, and here's the end of the bout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nearly 10 unanswered elbows, and that was good night for Steve O'Keefe. Let's hand it over to Joe Martinez, who's going to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time of the stoppage comes at 1 minute, 33 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by TKO victory, Notorious Conor